let's talk about Spider-Man: Far From Home. Um, little little previs. Spider-Man's been my favorite character ever since I was little. He's still my favorite character of all time. I worship the character, and I enjoy all of the Spider-Man movies for their own reasons, even the ones. I enjoyed Homecoming. I enjoy it a lot. I don't think it's a great Spider-Man film, but I think it's a great film in general. And Far From Home really fixed a lot of the qualms that I had with the previous one. Far From Home is directed by John Watts, who did the previous one, who also has done Clown and Cop Car. Great filmmaker. Budding talent. He's great. Of course, it stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jake Gyllenhaal, Samuel L. Jackson, and pretty much the whole cast from the previous film. Like I already stated, this film truly feels like a Spider-Man movie. And it feels like a Spider-Man story from the comic books. Basically, the plot is Peter's, after Endgame, Peter's like, look, I need a vacation from fighting aliens and monsters and all that stuff. So, school trip time. School trip to overseas on vacation. Well, Nick Fury's like, surprise, Master Spy. And Nick Fury enlists Peter to help this budding new superhero, who is Quentin Beck, to fight these elementals. And I saw them as like Sandman and Hydro Man, just not named that, but they're basically those characters. And I was like, hey. And Spider-Man has to team up with him to stop these elementals. That's the whole gist. While also juggling his friends, his school, Aunt May, carrying the... not going to spoil Endgame because it's shockingly still in theaters. But carrying the weight of the events of that film. And yeah, Tom Holland, he kills it once again. Andrew Garfield's still my favorite Spider-Man. I'm gonna just make that clear. I know he's the black sheep of the live-action Spider-Man, but he's still my favorite. But yeah, Tom Holland's great, like always. He's really good as the character, as both aspects, Peter Parker and Spooderman. He's good on both. I think given a few more films to have him fully grow with this character, I think he'll become my favorite. But Garfield still has my heart. Zendaya is back as freaking MJ. I like her character a lot. My only gripe is I think Marvel copped out. I wish they just said, this is Mary Jane. Instead of like, this is a whole new character that we're gonna call MJ. And it's like, just make her Mary Jane. Like, it's fine. It would have been okay. But, not my story. Not the comic books. But yeah, she's written better than this one. She's funny. She's charismatic. Her chem with Tom Holland is impeccable. Ned is hilarious. He's funnier in this than the first movie. I love the character, especially him being friends with Peter. The funniest scenes in the whole movie. Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Stereo is a character I personally never thought I'd see live action freaking ever. Like, as a kid, I would always envision these characters like live action big screen, and I could never fully envision how to make this character work. And Kevin Feige and Marvel and John Watts, you guys nailed it. Fantastic stuff. He has a scene which might, honest to God, be my favorite scene in the whole 24 movies now? Freaking MCU. It's phenomenal. And the set pieces are insane. There's a lot of tracking shots which had me excited. There is a tracking shot of Peter web swinging, landing, web swinging, running up a wall. The camera flips with Peter. He web swings and throws something all in one seamless shot. And it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. The whole film looks good, but the action set pieces are like some of Marvel's best, in my opinion. Especially the third act is gorgeous, insane, insanity, and the score is great, great stuff. My only two negatives is the pacing's a little, eh. It's the pacing in the first half is a little eh, and then in the second half it truly finds its like footing, and it just nails it. And my other qualm is that there's some scenes that just like cut to another without any like reasonable cut. It's just like boom boom real quick. Other than that, this is another great, better than good, another great film in the ever growing Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the next film is Black Widow, which I'm super excited for, because if Marvel can make a hardcore comic book spy film, then they can take my cash. And that's out next May, which I'm excited for, because ScarJo deserves her own movie. But till then, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.